Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D Coin Channel, and today we're going to talk about all the coins from 1975, or at least all the ones that have 1975 on them. And we're going to talk about why there's only three. Now, in a normal year, you'd have a penny, a nickel, a dime, quarter, half dollar, and maybe even some dollars that were minted. But in 1975, they only put three coin denominations with the year 1975 on them. We're going to take a quick look at why that was, and then we're going to go over all of the values and all of the production numbers for each of these three coins that say 1975 on them. Let's try to solve the 1975 missing quarter, half dollar, and dollar issue. So there's a lot of strange stories that come out of the U.S. Mint about how they mint their coins and what happens, but perhaps the strangest of all is the 1975 United States Mint set. Mint sets are supposed to have one coin from every category for the year of the mint set. So in 1975 should have all of the 1975 mint sets. And here's the envelope that they come in. And then here's the mint set. And you can see that there's a 1975 penny there. And then there's a 1975 dime here. You can see that there. And then you can see that there's a 1975 nickel there. And then, of course, in 1975, they also made the quarter, the Eisenhower dollar, and the Kennedy half. So let's look at this 1975 mint set, and we get over here, and what do we see? We see one of the bicentennial quarters in the 1975 mint set. So in the 1975 mint set, they put a bicentennial quarter, a bicentennial Eisenhower dollar, and a bicentennial half dollar. And so you know this is the Philadelphia one because there's no mint mark on there. And when we flip them over, we see that there's the drummer on the back of the bicentennial quarter. There is the moon and the Liberty Bell on the back of that bicentennial Ike. And then there's Independence Hall instead of the eagle on the back of the 1975 Kennedy half. And they also did the same thing at the Denver Mint. So here's the Denver Mint, 1975, and that's these are some beautiful coins here. And you get over here and you can see that's a 1975 nickel, but they got the bicentennial quarter in. So we won't even call them a 1976 quarter or 1976 Ike, we'll call them 1975 Ikes. And there's the 1975 dime and the 1975 penny. So let's take a look at the penny, the nickel, and the dime, which were really the only coins that came out in 1975 with the year 1975 on them. And we have some of them right here. We're going to go through the production of each mint and the most valuable of these coins. Okay, we're back. And as you see, we have the nickel, dime, and penny here. Let's start with the penny. So it's a Lincoln penny. This is the same coin that had been around since 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial reverse on it. You see this one's a little worn out. And, of course, it should be for a 50-plus-year-old penny. This is the 1975 D from the Denver Mint. They made 5.5 billion pennies at Philadelphia, 4.5 billion at Denver, and they made a special proof penny at the San Francisco Mint. They made 2.8 million. At the Philadelphia Mint, and that'll be the one with no mint mark here, there are three really good ones that have been graded at a Mint State 68 that are worth about $10,500. One like this is really only worth about a penny, unless you don't have one. And then I'd say if you don't have one, feel free to pay up to $1 on it. Now this one is a really kind of a weird looking one, as you can see. It has way big rim on this side and way small rim on this side, but there's no extra value to that. At the Denver Mint, the best one they've found so far is graded at a Mint State 68, and that's worth about $10,000. And then there is the proof coin. We don't have the proof penny here. The best San Francisco Mint, so it'll have an S here and it'll be really shiny, proof coin is a $15,000 proof 70 deep cameo. Additionally, they made nickels. At the Denver Mint, they made 402 million. Denver was a huge nickel producer in 1975. The best Denver Mint coin goes for about $500. They also made these at the Philadelphia Mint, and again, there'll be no mint mark down here for Philly. They made 182 million, but the best of these is worth $4,500. It's a mint state 67 plus. They just didn't make a whole lot of good Philadelphia nickels in 1975. And of course, you'll have to have the full steps back here, and it'll have to look a lot better than this one. And they made the nickels at the San Francisco Mint. Again, 2.8 million. There was a $1,700 deep cameo nickel proof that's been graded by PCGS for 1975. And finally, they made the dimes. The Philadelphia dime is graded up to a mint state 67, and a mint state 67 Philadelphia dime is worth about $2,200. They have a Denver Mint dime, and the best of the Denvers, and you can see the D here, are worth about $2,000, and they had the San Francisco proof dimes. And you can see this is a proof coin. If we go over the top, you can definitely tell that's a proof coin. This is the only proof coin we have from 1975. And this coin can be worth as much as $110 at a proof 70 deep cam. And these are really sweet coins. You can see the things you need on a dime are these bands going across. And you can see this one has really fine bands. There is a weird dime from 1975, and it's called the 1975 No S dime. They've only found 2 ever. You would find it in a proof set, and it would have no S inside the proof set. So remember, it would have to be in a proof set, kind of like the uncirculated mint sets we looked at earlier. It would have to be in plastic or in a casing, and in that casing would have all the other coins still wrapped up, but a dime without an S on it. And that no S dime can be incredibly, incredibly valuable. All right, so that's all we have for the 1975 coins. And remember, you're going to see a lot of coins that were made in 1975, made and put out in 1975, but they're going to look like this. They're going to have the bicentennial years on them and say at the end 1976, not 1975. Have a great day from Big D Coins. Love to have you subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.